Hey everybody, it's Max with PhoneArena.com. We are at Google I/O conference in San Francisco, California, here at the wonderful Moscone Center. And what I'm focusing on here is a Samsung Galaxy Nexus, and if you look at the bottom of the display there, you can see some visual notations of what look like Braille commands. Accessibility in the Android platform has been growing by leaps and bounds, enabling accessibility for people with low vision issues, or they're contending with blindness in and of themselves. And so we've got this Nexus device, which is Bluetooth connected, or it's how is this thing connected to this Braille keyboard here that I'm looking at? And we're talking with David, who's part of the development team for Google's low vision and blind accessibility team here at Google.
You're correct, Max. This device is connected to my Nexus using Bluetooth, and it's communicating with BrailleBack, which is one of our accessibility services available from the Play Store.
And that is these APIs are available for developers now.
Yes, they are.
And the settings for the user, and that it ends up being part of the accessibility settings menu inside the device itself. But take us on a run through about how BrailleBack works and how it cues you into not only what you're reading, but also how the phone responds to your input and how you make that input and take advantage of this feature.
All right. So BrailleBack takes things from the display and sends them over to my Braille display here, which you can see. And I can see, for example, now that I'm on home screen 3, and if I then take this keyboard and start navigating, I can actually move around the display.
Analog clock.
So now I'm on the clock.
17:08.
And on the time.
Camera.
And now is where things get interesting. I can see camera and folder Google, and that's because on my Braille display I can see an entire line at a time.
And you're able to navigate through these scroll wheels at either end of your Braille keyboard. And then the panel in the middle emits the bumps that you need that help you recognize the characters of what you're reading in the Braille language. And then you have another row of buttons above your Braille board where you're able to execute other commands as well.
Exactly. So I can show you how that works now. So if I say go down to this, and I'm on phone, and I can see people, apps, and etc. And if I go to apps, I can see that there are 4 characters, and if I use these keys and click, I can actually open apps. And that's how that works.
Showing item 3.
So now we're in the app tray. And the phone also gives you an audio cue as to the screen that you're looking at.
Yes.
And so pick out an app for us.
Yeah. So let's check out Calculator.
Browser.
So now I can see an entire row of apps and easily click on Calculator, and
CLR
now
button, edit box. CLR button, edit box. CLR button.
All right. So if I click on clear,
delete button, 7 button.
and now I can see a bunch of numbers, 7, 8, 9, divide. And you can actually see this pretty clearly on the Braille display, even if you can't read Braille.
Right, and we're
so
looking at
there's
that right now.
7, 8, and 9. And this whole long word is divide. So and you can even see a blinking cursor on the 7, so I know exactly where I am.
All right, move your finger again real quick there so I can zoom in here real quick. And so you see the bumps there going up and down there on the Braille display, and that shows that the 7 key is the one that would that is currently accepting the cursor prompt. That allows you to see what you're actually essentially pointing at.
Exactly. And to make that absolutely clear, I can actually click on it, and you can see the 7 actually appearing on the display itself.
Yep, we got that.
So so we can make a calculation. Let's say 7 multiplied by 2. So now I'm on multiply, and I can click, and I can click on 2, and move down to, let's say, equals, and let's see, and that's correct, and it automatically gets me there, and I see 14. So that's right.
And the calculator works, and that's a plus too. So that's a quick overview about how the accessibility in Android is advancing and how you can connect this to assist people with low vision. This holds opportunities not just for people that are blind, but we're going to be exploring applications in the future where this can actually assist people through spoken commands that people that may just have low vision in and of itself, or obscured vision, or even cognitive concerns where they can see but maybe not comprehend things, and the spoken commands give them clarity as to what they're looking at, and it obviously poses an opportunity for folks that outright can't read as well. So the accessibility with Android is growing by leaps and bounds, and the APIs are available now for developers to take advantage of this, to incorporate it into their applications. And as we saw at the presentation yesterday, the amount of work involved is not terribly complicated. These new tools are really making it easier for developers to get their apps optimized for accessibility for low vision and blind people. And David, I want to thank you very much for the demonstration.
Great, thank you, Max.